Hi, everyone. It's Andrew with the Market Mindset. Today, we're speaking with Patrick Elliott, who is the President, CEO, and Director over at Forte Minerals. We've been looking forward to chatting with you for a while. You've had some great news out regarding ESG. But before we get into all of that, because often when people talk about ESG, they're thinking way down the line, let's talk about the overall thesis, what you guys think of Peru, where you think the market's going, and how are things going today. So I know that's a lot, but welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about Forte.
Peru was fairly untapped. This is around circa 2005 and 6, and a few geologists, we moved up into Peru, set up an office, and started applying our exploration techniques into looking for copper and gold. And so in 2008, we started Globetrotters Resources. It's a private project generator that uses remote sensing, a few other geophysical applications to look for alteration from space. And this type of technique works incredibly well in the Andes, where you don't have a whole lot of vegetation cover. So the signatures that came back just lit up the whole country like a Christmas tree. And it's a very long process to be able to follow up and access and logistics and prioritizing which ones maybe based on size. So that's how it started in 2008 with our private project generator. And lead time, we've made some discoveries, and we put a massive portfolio of over like 30 projects together in the project generator. Fortunately, Forte has a strategic relationship with the project generator. I'm a founder of it, so is Richard Osman, Manuel Montoyo. We've helped fund it, and it really was created as a treadmill to generate a portfolio that we could pick from and take Forte public. So there's a sister company, Element 29, that was a spin out of Globetrotters assets, 2 copper porphyries, and now Forte. This is now over 15 years that we've been working on this generation of high quality gold and copper projects. And it's a unique strategy that we apply, but we've proven that it worked. The model there, the strategy is to working with the communities, advancing the drill permits on those. There's areas in Peru that are challenging to work in, but we've brought our ESG and social team in-house as of about 2.5 years ago, and that's made a tremendous change in the way that we engage and we plan and organize those efforts.
And that report you came out, that is a crucial point. Even if ESG can be a controversial topic, especially in the States when they hear it, it is a vital aspect that is overall good, because it is talking with all the stakeholders, making sure that those people that feel included in this process, that can kill a project, whether it's in Quebec, BC, Nevada. If you don't take into account every stakeholder, problems can come down the line. Even if you have the best resource out there, it can have a potential mine in 10 years of litigation. So having this report ahead of time and working model where you're engaging with all of those stakeholders right at the get-go, it's giving you time to build that relationship with them as well on an ongoing basis, where they feel like they're with you every step of the way.
Historically, yeah, it was more focused on the development side, where the engagement would come into play, and the environmental impacts assessment, further down the road. But it's starting earlier now, right from the first drill program. So it's sustainable practice is very important. We have a deep-rooted commitment to the environmental care and sustainable mining methods. So it's very important. There's a lot that remains untapped and remains to be explored, and it's a premier place to be. It's got the infrastructure and the access, and the regulatory environment is supportive of that. And every single major and mid-tier gold and copper company, they wouldn't be there operating, exploring in the country if the regulatory and the permitting wasn't in place. It wasn't operable.
And not to be too promotional, but it is like big game hunting. Like this is like you're going for bigger deposits. These are potentially very mineral rich areas. It's not just finding, a grade that's economic and maybe we could have a small mine. I mean, it is large kind of,
large tonnage, large grade.
Large tonnage, it is potentially large tonnage,
and long
large
mine
grade.
life. And that's it. That's the type of deposits that we're going after and that you would find in these mineral belts. Porphyry coppers, a billion tons and on good copper grade, some copper mollies and copper golds, but same with the high sulfidation systems. They're the gold system, the epithermal gold systems, and they naturally occur on the periphery of some of these big porphyry belts.
So as we were saying, with downturn markets and whatnot, that often has time to get a hold of pretty interesting projects. And as we have in the news release today, this is quite a news release and quite a property. Tell us about how you got this and what the numbers are and what it's like.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big part of our acquisition strategy as well, is spending lots of time working, trying to acquire and, looking for the right opportunities in the market to make a deal and to do this. So Altaruri, this press release we've come out with, it's a phenomenal high sulfidation gold system that was discovered back in the late 90s. It's the first drill hole into it drilled 131 meters of 2.55 grams gold. Within that 131 meters, the top 55 meters from surface had 6 grams gold. So an incredible hole, an incredible start. There was a few other exploratory holes done within that alteration zone, and lots of work to be done to advance that. But we're really excited to acquire this. Hochschilds will retain a 1% NSR on it, royalty, as they previously were in partnership with our project generator Globetrotters on it. And this was about a 10-year effort from our project generator working with Tech and then with Hochschilds in order to gain control 100% of this project. So now it's in Forte, and within this whole zone, there's also a porphyry alteration zone. So 4,700 hectares. There's also Cerro Quillo. It's another porphyry that was drilled by a few holes by Anglo, and they had some joy and some decent intercepts of gold in 300 meters of about a half gram gold and some copper and moly credits there too. So,
and of course, this copper, it's two different things that we like for the same reasons in a very mineral rich area, and we're really excited to follow the story and see what comes down the road. But there aren't too many companies out there that have two big projects like this that should be garnering a lot of attention.
No, absolutely. And we planned and initiated it to be a copper company, right? It was a copper company. And as you know, some copper porphyries come with a gold byproduct. But the high sulfidation systems that came along, they were just too good not to acquire. Yeah. And so that's why these two gold projects became part of the portfolio. They help balance them, but then, we have early stage and ones that have historically been drilled. And so we try and balance them that way, but, elemental wise as well. But yeah, we're very bullish copper and we love gold too. So it's a good place to be.
Excellent. Well, it's going to be quite a year. We look forward to hearing more about what's happening down there, but congratulations so far. Once again, this is new, for me and for a lot of you, but it's 10, 15 years in the making for you, a lot of work to get here, but you could get involved and have that, 10 to 15 years of work at a bargain right now. If you're interested, do your own due diligence, take a look at Forte Minerals, and we're looking forward to catching up with you again soon.
Thanks so much. Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of value to be uncovered, and it's a $5 million market cap story. So we're really just getting going.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much.